Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the next matchup in the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament. This matchup is out of Group C. In this one, we have Charlieboy going up against Glutamic Acid. And I'll be one of your commentators today, and joining me today will be August 40th. Everybody is having a great day. Looks like our racers are almost set to go. August 40th, glad to have you with us, and you ready to go?
I am excited. Looking forward to an awesome race here.
Let's do it, August. Looks like our racers are just about ready, and let's get this started.
We got Charlieboy versus Glutamic Acid.
Yep, out of Group C here, and we are about ready to go. I see my dear good friend Amorietta has joined us in the chat. She is hyped, and she's ready to go just as we are.
Very, very nice.
Here we go. We are underway. To answer Kevin, Kevin in chat asking how I'm doing just fine. We are starting it off with, this is the world 642, I believe this is.
I know for certain it's a fortress.
It's world 642, I can tell. Yep, that's what it is. And it's the World 1 map, I noticed, I believe. So vanilla map to start it off.
Fred.
Yeah, they always say that when there's a vanilla level or a map or something. They always make that joke. Looks like Glutamic Acid is having a little frame issue there. Hopefully that'll settle down there.
Charlieboy first to Boom Boom.
And he's going to make quick work of him. As is Glutamic Acid, both of our racers off to a good start.
Yep, neck and neck.
Yep. And that fort actually broke the lock that will open the way to the castle down there, so they don't need to do the other one.
Well, that's some nice RNG, as we have the Angry Sun here in, what is this, 1-2?
This is 1-2, exactly right. Angry Sun indeed.
Oh, it's getting tight. It's getting hot, but Glutamic Acid with that extra couple of hit points, making quick work of that level. Angry Sun or not.
And Charlieboy right behind him. We got a good one going so far. And you talk about a vanilla level. Look at this. It's 1-5.
Except with that Karibo boot.
Yep, indeed. It's not completely vanilla, but it's close.
One of the fun things this tournament, as opposed to previous tournaments, we have some enemies shuffled up.
Yep, indeed we do, and it looks like this first seed is using the vanilla flags here, so it looks like it'll be mostly vanilla levels for the most part, except in some worlds you'll see an extra fort somewhere.
Ooh, that's a nice pickup. A hammer for Glutamic Acid.
Oh yeah,
and a raw suit for Charlieboy.
Yep, and if hammers break locks in this seed, the hammer will definitely come in handy. Glutamic Acid first to the Doom ship, and he's going to be on his way to face the first Koopaling here. And August 40th, in case you don't know, I like to call the Koopalings by the names they were given in the old cartoon series, so this is Cheatsy here. Glutamic Acid making quick work of him, and he's the first to move on to the second world.
Yeah, wand in hand, descending down the sky. Oh, and unfortunately, Charlieboy taking a death at the boss. That's going to set him behind.
Oh, yeah, that's going to set him back a little bit. That should give Glutamic Acid some breathing room here.
So to answer a question in chat, I'm pretty certain the whistles have been removed.
Yes, that is correct. The whistles are not in the randos. They're only in the vanilla game.
That would give a potential RNG favor to some lucky racer.
Indeed. First level of World 2 for glutamic acid is the pyramid level.
So are we gonna walk like an Egyptian?
I guess we are. Or maybe climb the pyramid like in the old Dick Clark game shows.
With the 2D nature, we will be looking like those hieroglyphic Egyptians on the pyramid walls.
Indeed, we will. Ooh, that's glutamic acid missing the shell there. That'll cost him a few seconds, but he's still in good shape.
Finishing up the pyramid as Charlieboy is entering.
Charlieboy looking to maybe close the gap a little bit, but glutamic acid still with a nice little lead here.
Going with some end card game.
Looking to stock up on some items here if you can.
Yeah, we did find a pair, but not in the correct order.
Not to be on that occasion. And here's our vanilla Fort 2 here. World 2 Fort here, I should say.
And Charlieboy finishing up with the pyramid, maintaining that deficit.
Oh, that was a bit of an unlucky break there for glutamic acid. That hot foot was just in a tough spot right there.
But reaches the boom boom, the silver boom.
Yep, and gives him the quick 1, 2, 3. Glutamic acid now on to 2-5. Interesting that in the randomizers, 2-5 has those gold or orange Koopa Troopas there. Those were not in the vanilla game. He makes short work of 2-5, does glutamic acid.
Glutamic acid arming up with that star, wants to take out these hammer bros or boomerang bros, lickety split, and gets another star.
Yep,
No gain, no loss.
Yeah, and gets a mushroom on top of that. That was good RNG right there.
Oh, so there is a gain.
Being to 2-4 now is glutamic acid. That was also a good strategy using that star on the Hammer Brothers stage there because he was small. You want to make sure you don't take a loss there.
And speaking of stars, finds another Starman here, and another level down.
Indeed, and that was a good break getting that star because there were a lot of Fire Brothers there in that level. Those guys can be pretty rough.
And meanwhile, Charlieboy has used this hammer and has made their way over to the second airship.
Yeah, we got a lead change here. That was good. That was a good move on Charlieboy's part. That puts him into the lead now.
But glutamic acid manages to find a cloud. That could come into play later on.
And that could really come in handy right there. That could be very useful. And we got Big Mouth
taking the lead
in the cartoon. Yep, Big Mouth, as he was known in the cartoons, is only a one-hitter.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite thing of the SMB3 randomizer. Less hit points for the bosses. Sometimes.
Of course, sometimes they can be more. They can be 4 or even 5 hits sometimes. As Kevin says in chat, going on to World 3 now.
Skipping right over that hammer, bro. Taking more pipes. Has to find the way. He's found a way.
Not able to find Z-Way that time. We'll have to try another route.
Moving on to the fort.
in World 3 Fort 2 now for Charlieboy here.
Oh man,
Ooh,
that
was,
water, yeah, the water on the Hammer Bros stages always makes my head spin.
especially when you're small, man. If you're small and you get into one of those, you're pretty much screwed.
Glutamic acid making it look not difficult, not easy, but not difficult.
Yep, and he gets a cloud out of it, so that's something that he can really use to his advantage potentially later on.
Yep, we're still at a one level difference here between our racers.
But it's rather close right now, though, so we got a good one going here so far.
And Charlieboy with a cloud of his own.
Yep. It's depends if they get if 5-9 for example ends up being required in World 5, that's definitely a level to use a cloud on. That's an auto scroller.
Yeah, a lot of racers though like to save those clouds for World 8.
That's a very good point too. I mean, especially if you happen to run into 8-1, that's definitely another level where you want to use a cloud on.
We got another end card game. Glutamic acid finds a match, finds a second match, a third match, a fourth match.
Wow,
I think he's got this one in the bag.
Oh, yeah, you're not kidding. Glutamic acid really cleaning up on that board.
P-wing, some leaves, a star. Very nice gets.
Yeah, and those P-wings can definitely help at certain levels, such as Air Force.
And speaking of P-wings, there's another one. Wow.
Oh, he's got 3 of them now.
Tons of items. Yeah.
Wow, Glutamic acid's got 3 P-wings now. He's in good shape.
Meanwhile, Charlieboy on to the second Boom Boom of World 3.
Makes quick work of him.
Breaks another lock, and is gonna play his own end card game.
Looks like Glutamic acid is now in 3-4 now. And I can see my friend Morietta in chat there. She obviously knows that at the end of this world is the Koopaling that has given her the most trouble, and that's Cootie Pie, as she was known in those old cartoons. Or has had more than her share of struggles with Cootie Pie. Trust me, I know, I've seen it firsthand.
Very exciting. Charlieboy first to the castle.
He is, and he's working on the Doom ship right now. Yeah, Amore's not kidding. Cootie Pie is definitely mean, no question about it. I would venture to say she's the toughest of the Koopalings to fight. You can take fireballs into the fight with Cootie Pie. That would really help because the more you stomp, the more hits you get on her, stomps you get on her, the more rings she throws up. If you can hang on to fireballs, it makes the fight a lot easier.
Unfortunately for Charlieboy, took a stomp on one of those rings and lost that flower. But one more hit.
And it looks... Oh, boy, it looks like Cootie Pie's a 5-hitter today.
Yeah, rolling up as Glutamic acid just a boss fight behind at this point.
Was nicely done there by Charlieboy. I'm telling you, to be able to hang on like that, that was really impressive.
Glutamic acid firing right back, able to hang on to that tail. Unfortunately, it misses the off-screen wand grab.
That could have saved him a few seconds if he had been able to pull that off.
Anyone not in the know, if you manage to grab the wand off-screen, it saves you a handful of falling animation seconds.
Indeed it does. It saves you like about 2 or 3 seconds at least.
Charlieboy moving on. World number 8. Or, sorry, world number 4.
Yeah, 4. That's right. World 4. And starting off with the first fort of this world. He's electing to go down the lower pipe route, which contains a power-up, obviously. Glutamic acid electing to do the same.
Yep, but there is another boom boom down for Charlieboy.
That fort actually builds the bridge there to the castle there, so this could be a quick World 4 for our runners.
Absolutely required. Good thing he didn't use that cloud.
But unfortunately, the pipe that he takes there ends up putting him on all the way on the other side. So it's going to be interesting to see if our runners decide to use one of their clouds at some point.
Atomic acid finishing up this end card. And there we go. Another 3 or 4 items.
Very nicely done.
It's my... But Charlieboy maintaining their lead.
Charlieboy does have about a 1 level lead, it looks like right now.
And I'll lose some of it here. And unfortunately, no items. Charlieboy not as lucky as glutamic acid on the end card game.
But now Charlieboy electing to use the pipe here, and it takes him right to where he wants to be. And he'll be heading to the castle here in just a moment.
And not before taking a hug by the Sumo Brother.
Yep, that was definitely a bad break right there. Getting the water one there, that was a bit of an unlucky break there.
But equips the P-wing and gets rewarded with a music note,
which can come in handy at the end of World 7 potentially.
Also handy is that hammer suit that I just saw on glutamic acid's inventory.
And if he can hold on to that going into the last level, he can get the quick kill on King Koopa.
But that was a prize from an end card game. Not sure which prize that was, but those might be readily available to these runners.
See if they can exploit that, as Charlieboy is about to head in to fight Hop, as he was known in the old cartoons, and he's a one-hitter.
Glutamic acid right behind.
We got a good race going here. We're halfway through the seed, and they are neck and neck.
Couldn't have asked for a better race.
Yeah, not at all.
But that marks half of our worlds done. Half to go.
I would venture to say that Worlds 7 and 8 are probably going to decide this one. As Kevin says in chat, it has been a great race so far.
And we have a second Angry Sun here.
Hey, you know, I don't remember ever seeing the Angry Sun on this on 5-4 before.
That's the beauty of Randomizer. It shows you all sorts of stuff you never saw before.
Definitely, no question about it. Hey, look at how close this is. I mean, I'm telling you, they're almost mirror images of each other. Look at how close this is.
Yeah, a handful of frames away.
Hey, the way it's going, this could go right to the wire.
And both racers seem pretty comfortable with combat. Not gonna have to do any extra farming for lives, so that's good news. But taking divergent routes here. And Glutamic using his hammer. And a cloud.
Yeah, hammers break locks in this seed, and glutamic acid definitely taking advantage of it.
That could be a game-changing move right there.
No question about it. That could definitely be a big-time game changer.
Both of our racers neck and neck in different boom boom fights. Atomic acid with a slight lead.
But you never know. I mean, things could change in a hurry. We've seen several. This one's gone back and forth basically the whole way. So you never know what's going to happen. Glutamic acid on 5, I believe that is.
Charlieboy going left.
And Charlie getting taken down by a Koopa Paratroopa there in 5-3, which is another level that my dear friend Amor is not very fond of.
And both runners taking a hit here in World 5.
In the vanilla game, 5-3 was the only level in the game where you could get Karibo's shoe, which is that green boot, and there Boss Bass making his first appearance.
Yep, Boss Bass, a fish out of water.
Indeed he is.
One more hammer, bro, and Glutamic acid will be making great headway.
He will. A couple of Sledge Brothers, but he used a star, so he can make quick work of them and picks up another P-Wing.
Charlieboy up to 2 star cards. Has to be careful on their next clear.
He is electing to go through this fort here, as Glutamic acid is on the Doom ship now. Glutamic acid now facing off with Bully, as he was known in those old cartoons, and he's a 2-hitter.
2 hitters are quite nice.
Quite generous indeed, and Glutamic acid now will be on to World 6.
To answer a question in chat, the Super Mario Bros. 3 randomizer works pretty similarly to other randomizers. We have all sorts of different options. One of the options they're playing with now is sort of an enemy randomizer, where you see all sorts of non-vanilla enemies in these levels. But you can shuffle up where the levels are, where the worlds are, all sorts of craziness.
And it's all up to you, man. You get to customize how you want it. Getting taken down there by a fire snake.
I always encourage new viewers to check out the Discord of any game or randomizer you're interested in learning more about. Tons of really nice and helpful folks there, willing to answer essentially any question you might have.
Very well said, August. Going down to face Bully.
And Glutamic acid, I believe, has found a beta stage.
This is actually, it looks like a vanilla level, actually. This is a vanilla level. This is,
Yeah.
It's 6, is it 6-4? Is that what it is? I can't remember.
Oh, that's right. We don't have beta levels, do we?
And not in the vanilla tags. Not when we use vanilla tags. I don't think there's any beta levels in those.
And what I was referring to is the creator of the randomizer managed to find some beta levels hidden in the code and included them as potential options. With these flags, though, it is vanilla-ish.
That's right. With these tags here, you won't see any beta levels. It'll only be vanilla levels. And Glutamic acid now is in a level that my friend Amor really detests, and that's World 6-6. When gets taken down by a piranha plant right away. Yeah, Amor, I know, right? I mean, you do not like World 6-6 at all.
Glutamic acid maintaining their lead.
And he actually used the cloud to skip 6-6, and I think that's a good strategy. 6-6 is a very tricky level.
One more 6
boy,
in
the
there.
Angry Sun is really making hit.
Yeah, one more 6 in there. We got the number of the beast.
Glutamic acid now in 6-1, and I was just going to say, the Angry Sun is certainly making his presence felt in this seed as he has made another appearance. Boy now trying his luck in World 6-6.
Glutamic acid traveling down some pipes. Has found another lock. No hammers, so he's got to take out this Boom Boom.
That's exactly right. He's going to have to do this fort right here. That power-up block with the fire flower that he hit there, if you actually jump onto the block and get the power-up and then jump back to the start of the level, that platform will respawn, so you won't have to worry about falling or anything.
Nice helpful trick for anyone who spawns in there as Little Mario. Oh man, that mini squid almost taking out Charlieboy. SMB3 bloopers are the worst bloopers.
Especially the ones with the mini bloopers, as you call them, or the kids. Yeah, those are the ones that are really tricky. And ooh, and there's Charlieboy getting taken down by one of them. I mean, those are really tricky.
Making a pit stop at this mushroom house, gonna pick up a hammer suit.
And if he can hold on to that going into the final level, that could be really big.
Meanwhile, glutamic acid with the vanilla 3-hit boss.
And that was Hip, as he was known in the cartoons, and as you said, it's a normal 3-hitter.
Hopefully he wasn't a hip-hopping Koopa.
That's a good one. That was a good one. I like it. That was a good one.
Occasionally I have a few.
Actually, Charlieboy actually elected to use his hammer suit here in 6-6. I'm a little bit surprised at this strategy.
I mean, it's a great weapon against those bloopers.
Certainly is, no question about it.
Kind of gotta angle them.
Fireballs are even better in levels like this.
Meanwhile, glutamic acid at world number 6.
7, actually. He's on world 7.
World 7.
And it's all about finding the right pipe in world 7. That's what it's all about there.
I always I always mix up the world numbers and the live numbers. I have a bad habit of that.
I see. Ooh, man, he's got a couple of locks there, so he's going to have to do atomic acid. Will obviously have to do a fort somewhere.
Yep, no hammers, just a couple clouds, and clouds do not pass over locks.
They don't, so obviously a fort will be required. I actually like World 7. One person in chat says he hates World 7. Kevin says he likes World 7. World 7 is actually my favorite world in the vanilla game.
I think, though, for randomizer, just with all the, potential shuffled pipes, it can be kind of a troll, as glutamic acid gets the item to skip the stage he just completed. Feels bad.
I know. But there's another plant level that he can use that music box to skip.
Speaking of skips, Charlieboy trying to do a damage boost skip, but does not quite work out for him.
Obviously, that did not pay off. The invincibility frames obviously didn't last quite as long as he expected them to.
Ooh. Another bop right there. Has to be careful. Down to 3 lives.
Yep, that's a very good point. He might want to start keeping an eye on his lives there a little bit.
And glutamic acid using the P-Wing to go up and over this stage.
That's a very good strategy right there. This is another level that using a P-Wing really comes in handy on, 7-9. And we saw yet again the Angry Sun. Boy, what is this, like 4 or 5 levels that the Angry Sun's has appeared in this seed?
Yeah, that's 4 by my count.
Yeah, we actually saw the Angry Sun in that plant level that glutamic acid just finished.
Oh, I completely missed that one. Hiding behind those pipes.
This is an Angry Sun seed, the way it's looking.
I mean, in this level, it's quite dangerous with the tight spaces.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have a whole lot of room to maneuver.
But glutamic acid maneuvered his way into that pipe and gets the level done. Meanwhile, Charlieboy has made it on to the final stage here of World 7.
and Charlie will be moving on to World 7 here very shortly. Glutamic acid now in World 742. This is another level that my friend Amor really dislikes.
Probably one of my favorite forts.
Very interesting. These jumps across these pipes here with the piranha plants are very tricky.
Yeah, always helps if you have a Starman in your inventory.
Definitely. Of course, that block that glutamic acid got the extra life from there, that's a star in the vanilla game. Charlieboy has finished World 6. He'll be moving on to World 7 now.
Glutamic acid with a pretty hefty lead at this point. And still has a couple of clouds, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, and when he gets to World 8, those clouds could really come in handy.
There we go, another boom boom, and another boom boom down.
Gives him the old 1, 2, 3, and Amor, you have a good point there in chat there. That World 742 does have some decent platforming, but you definitely need good timing on your jumps.
So Charlie looking for the pipe to take, looking for the info. Glutamic acid just needs to remember which series of pipes to take.
It's all about remembering the route here. It's all about the route here in World 7. It looks like Acid is having a hard time remembering how he got to where those two locks were.
Yeah, there's what, like 12 pipes in this world?
Or something like that. I mean, I don't know if I can count, but there's a lot of them either way.
Gotta be feeling bad for glutamic acid, making his way around World 7. Gonna
But
cloud
now he has
over the
finally-
second fort.
Yep, he finally found the one he needed. And now he can use a cloud to bypass that fort, and then the music box to bypass the plant, and he's on his way to the Doom Ship.
Fortunately, that Starman not gonna be as big of a benefit, and not a whole lot of enemies here to use it on.
Oh, definitely not. Another block right there, and there's a leaf right there. That's the power up he was looking for.
Charlieboy getting a little trolled by these blocks here.
I'm not entirely sure why Charlieboy's not able to pick up one of them.
Well, perhaps a bug?
I don't know.
He's gonna take a poor step.
I really don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that before, and now he's gonna get taken out on purpose to see if maybe he can fix that bug, if it is a bug.
Found the pipe. Unfortunately, no hammers.
Meanwhile, glutamic acid made short work of Kooky, as he was known in the old cartoons. He was only a two-hitter, so Acid's going to be moving on to World 8 now.
And Charlieboy is unable to grab these blocks.
I don't know what's going on, man.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, there we go.
Wonder if maybe he was hitting the wrong button on his controller.
I don't know. I mean, who knows? I really don't know. But in any event, glutamic acid is now currently on super tanks. Ooh, and gets taken out by a cannonball.
Now, Charlieboy having no problem. I think he's found the right button.
It looks like he's figured it out now. Now all he needs to do is make sure that he doesn't get taken down by the angry sun.
Charlieboy
He has-
getting through.
Yep, he got through it all right, and he's moving on. Acid gives Boom Boom the old 1, 2, 3, and he's done with Super Tanks.
Now to find out what does this World 8 have in store for us.
This second part of the map right here has 3 forts on it in all. So I'll tell you, man. I mean, if I were him, my strategy probably would be to just do these 3 forts, so that would ensure that I could get to the last level once I found it.
Yep.
Ooh, he falls into the lava there.
Got a bunch of power-ups going with the frog suit. And Charlieboy with another Boom Boom.
Give him the quick 1, 2, 3, and move on.
Oh, glutamic acid not moving on. Keeps taking a
man,
swim in the lava.
Yeah, that's his second lava bath in a row. Struggling like this may give Charlieboy a slight opening, maybe, to make a little bit of a comeback here.
Absolutely.
Charlieboy not able to bypass the fort there because he doesn't have a cloud, so he's going to have to do Fort Knox here.
Sometimes it's a hard knocks life.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Glutamic acid has found the silver P-switch and a very convenient Starman.
Yeah, and now if he really hustles here, he can get a quick star kill on Boom Boom.
Yep, and spawning the upside down question mark.
And he has done just that.
So 1 fort down, arming up with a P-wing.
Yep, and that's a very good strategy right there. The P-wing is a very good item to use here on Air Force.
You see Glutamic kind of stuttering that tail. You have slower horizontal momentum and speed as you're flying. So Charlieboy has completed their second plant level. As Glutamic acid moving on to the Navy.
And I can just hear the village people singing in the Navy now.
I didn't know Wolfman was a village people.
I didn't know either.
Fortunately, can't take a bomb to the Boom Boom fight.
Doesn't work that way.
Charlieboy on to the airship here on World 4.
World 7, actually, and
boy.
Yep, and he'll be facing off with Kooky here momentarily.
Not very much of a face-off.
Yep, it was a one-hitter. Now
Atomic
Charlieboy will be on to World 8.
Atomic acid, though, has found the dark portion of the map, looking for the right path.
He's done all the forts in the World 8 now, so all he has to do now is find the last level, and he should be home free.
That is not the way to go.
The longer glutamic acid takes to find the final level, the more it's going to give Charlieboy a chance to possibly make a comeback.
Well, this is it. And there's the hammer suit equip.
Yep,
Let's
so
see
now...
if glutamic acid
Yep,
can
and now
get this.
And the only question now is, can glutamic acid hang on to this hammer suit and get to King Koopa so he can he'll have a chance to take him out in like 3 seconds.
Gets the skip.
And there's the wall clip right there.
And makes the tricky jump.
Now the question is, can he dodge those fireballs and hold on to the hammer suit?
Bowser fireballs RNG and loses the suit, so we're gonna have to do it the hard way.
Yep, he's gonna have to do it the normal way.
Luckily, the hitbox on Bowser kind of broken.
Yep, you can just duck right that, and his hitbox is only his head, so you can stand right under him right there and not get hit. Kidding, so close indeed.
Charlieboy at the Air Force.
A little more leaps here, and glutamic acid should be able to put this one away.
There, the Koopa King is down.
Yep, there goes King Koopa. So it looks like glutamic acid has gotten the victory here in this first race. We'll get his official final time here in a moment.
We are running a best of 3. So Charlieboy, not out of it, has a chance to answer back.
Yep. On Navy now is Charlieboy.
Oh, I misspoke.
Okay,
Best
Trenton. Thanks for the heads up.
2
Trenton. Two game races, not a best of 3. Got it. Thanks, Trenton.
We would be nowhere without chat.
Yeah,
Definitely-
we would. Yeah.
Definitely get your GGs in the chat for glutamic acid, as Charlieboy is gonna finish up this seed here. Just has to find the correct pipe. Take out the Koopa King.
Glutamic acid draws first blood here, and now we're just waiting for Charlieboy to finish this seed, and then we'll start the second race.
I think I will take this time and refresh my drink. I will be right back.
Roger that. And Charlieboy now has found tanks here. Ironically, Super Tanks is actually shorter and much quicker than Tanks. You'd think it'd be the other way around, but that's not the case. Kevin, you like the tank levels, eh? Interesting. Suit there from that Sledge Brother there. Obviously, that's a dead end there. That's 8-2 up there, which obviously Charlieboy does not have to do.
Believe the pipe that Charlieboy is looking for was on that first screen, and he's making his way that direction.
He should be coming across it here momentarily.
No, he's going for the army.
He's going for super tanks. As I mentioned a few moments ago, it goes against conventional wisdom that super tanks is actually shorter and quicker than tanks.
Especially because of the auto-scrolling being removed.
No question about that. Kevin's not kidding there in chat. The angry sun is definitely an annoying enemy, no doubt about it. Charlieboy now is starting the final level.
Going for the clip. And he gets it.
Took a few tries, but he did get it. If there is a clip right there, there is possible there to clip through that wall that was right by that door right there. If you can pull that off, it'll take you right to King Koopa, and you won't have to worry about this fireball room. Now Charlieboy facing off with King Koopa himself.
Taking advantage of that head hitbox.
He is, and I had initially thought that they had actually patched that in the All-Stars version that was released for the Super Nintendo in 1993, but that is not the case. I recently found out that you can do it in that version as well.
And there is the second Koopa King death.
And there we go! Let's get some GGs in the chat for Charlieboy. Oh, apparently in the Game Boy Advance version of this game, that was patched. Okay, thanks for letting us know, Royal Ruckus.
Well, as our racers are setting up for their second one, make sure you give them a follow. Without them racing these races, we wouldn't have these races to watch being.
Very well said, August.
We are waiting for the racers. Please enjoy the awesome SMB3 music.
August, you said it. You said it. I mean, the ending music of Super Mario Bros. 3 is as good an ending song as there is on the NES. So enjoy, everybody. While we wait for our runners to begin the second race, I'm gonna go get a soda real quick. I'll BRB. Just give me a moment.
Alrighty. In the meantime, if you're looking for some other awesome content here on Twitch, make sure you check out the schedule. Tons of stuff going on here at SpeedGaming. More SMB3 Rando, more Link to the Past Rando. Of course, the every Sunday night there is a weekly Zelda 1 randomizer. Tons of good stuff going on here.
It's funny you mentioned Zelda there, August. Zelda is everything for me as a gamer, man. I am as big a Zelda fanatic as you will find.
Good to hear. I concur completely.
The Zelda randomizers are just as fun to watch as these. I mean, you guys got to check them out if you haven't already.
Some taking longer than others.
Well, I'll be getting to it. To answer your question, for Kevin, I'll be getting to it at some point. Don't you worry.
And I think these racers are almost ready. Setting.
We're just standing by here for them to get ready to go for the second race.
I've got to load up seed number 2. Clear your thoughts on seed number 1 and get focused. Charlieboy loaded up.
Charlieboy has indeed loaded his up, and now we are just standing by for glutamic acid to do the same.
You think the win from glutamic acid will affect either of these racers?
Oh, that was a pretty good race for the most part. That first one, it was pretty close the whole way. So I think both of our racers probably will be feeling pretty confident going into race number 2.
Always exciting to see the second race where one of the racers is down, the other one is up. Maybe that affects their decision making here in terms of which levels to skip, which power ups to equip, and when.
You would think that Charlieboy had being behind here, he would probably maybe be a little bit more aggressive here in this second race, but we'll see. Looks like Mike there in chat is giving his prediction for the world order here. Our racers are just about ready to go. We got a world prediction game going on in chat here right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's never going to be 8. What is it? Darn it, Tommy Two Tom. 8675309.
Yeah, well, World 8 will always be last. That's the only sure thing.
And Fred hasn't found Worlds 9 or 0 yet.
No, he has not.
Uh-oh. We have World number 2.
World
Desert.
Yep, World 2 is going to be starting off this next seed. This is obviously the Random Worlds flag. And we start with a fort from, I believe, World 6, I believe.
little less vanilla, a lot more chocolate this race.
According to Mike in chat, this is World 6 Fort 1 that we are starting with. And Charlieboy gets the quick 1, 2, 3 on Boom Boom and stands on that block right above him to save about 1 or 2 seconds there by picking up the orb as it comes up.
Ooh, and going for a... Nope, not going for the clip. Right into the pipe.
It looked like Charlieboy was trying to get a wall clip there, but couldn't get it. As we are now here in World 7-7.
Yep, these starmen have remained in their vanilla locations. Otherwise, you can't complete the level.
Yep, and interestingly, Charlieboy electing not to skip that 1 star that it was in that block very low to the ground. Glutamic acid elected to skip that one.
But real close at this second exit.
Definitely very close here in the first couple of levels. This is starting off a lot like the first seed did.
Yep, very close beginning. Oh, unfortunately, Charlieboy taking a boomerang to the face.
Yep, that's definitely going to set him back a little bit.
But luckily, we have a cloud from that first hammer bro.
Oh, and then now Charlieboy gets taken down by a Koopa paratrooper there. He's having a little bit of a struggle here early on.
Hopefully not rattled by that first race.
Yep, this is where you got to really dig down, man. This is where you really got to show what you're made of.
Moving on to the quicksand level, but we don't find any quicksand here.
No, but of course, here we have the first beta level here of the day. This water section here, this beta level, can be very tricky if depending on the enemy placement and enemy types you face here. But Glutamic Acid with the advantage here because he's got fireballs that he can use.
Not proven too big of a challenge for Charlieboy as he finds the exit.
He was able to go underneath all those enemies. That was good strategy.
And I believe we have a vanilla fort.
Yep, that's exactly right. We have a vanilla fort here. World 2 fort. This is pretty much vanilla here. As you said earlier, August, Fred. I couldn't resist.
Just then, 1,000 voices cried out in terror.
Suddenly silenced. I am the biggest Star Wars fanatic you will ever find, man. Believe me.
Juwanga Wanga?
Believe it or not, I don't actually recall that. I don't remember where that's from.
Believe that is the line from Jabba the Hutt's...
Oh yeah, Bib Fortuna in Return of the Jedi. Yeah, you're right. Bib Fortuna was that guy's name.
We see our first end card game, Glutamic Acid, with an immediate item here from that star match. Charlieboy with an item from that flower match.
Yeah, both of our runners here electing to go to the end card game here early.
And now we got Glutamic Acid going for the clip. 2 attempts and moving on.
He elected not to continue and he is electing to drop out of this level, basically, as he was not able to get the wall clip. That's World 7-1, obviously.
I mean, that chain chomp on the loose is quite terrifying, in my opinion.
It certainly is. And Charlieboy, likewise, also electing to drop out of this level.
Glutamic Acid first to the castle. we see a very early hammer suit here from Charlieboy. Second attempt here at the clip.
I'm not sure if you can...
Gets it.
Oh, he got it. I wasn't sure if you could get the wall clip with a hammer suit on equipped, but I guess you can.
I think you can do it with any big thing other than the frog suit.
I think you're right. I think the frog suit's the only one. Yeah, you're right.
I think I've heard that it is more difficult with the Tanuki tail or the leaf.
See, in any event, glutamic acid has taken down Big Mouth and will be moving on to his second world here in just a moment.
Charlieboy not too far behind, but is behind just a bit.
Yep, he has a little bit of ground to make up here.
Could make it up with the hammers, but nope, misses.
I believe Big Mouth was a 4-hitter from what I saw, but I'm not entirely sure.
No, that's 5.
What's a 5-hitter? Wow. Anyway, World 1 is next up, and it starts for glutamic acid with World 3, Fort 1.
Lots of early forts so far, these seeds.
Yeah, it's interesting that in this seed, the forts are really early on in each world here. Glutamic acid is now on, I believe that is World 5, 7, I believe. I could be wrong.
It is a sky-themed level, so I think that sounds right to me.
And glutamic acid making short work of it.
Just like that, they are getting a coin ship and moving on to their second airship. We're going the 1-up.
Yeah, glutamic acid electing to pass on that extra life.
Charlieboy might want to pick it up. He's down to 1.
That's a very good point. That's a good point.
Any game overs send you back to the start of the world.
And it also resets any numbered levels that you may have completed. It does not reset forts, though. Glutamic acid is on the Doom ship now.
Charlieboy has moved on to the coin ship, and that's a 1-hit Iggy.
Oh, and Cheatsy was a 1-hitter this time. Boy actually elected to pass on that extra life. That's a bit of a gamble on his part, considering he only has 2 lives left.
Glutamic acid down with World 2, or second world. And moving on to World 7.
World 7. We'll have to see if this world will be a trolley one with the pipes. Ooh, and Cheatsy taking down Charlieboy, and he's down to his last life, so he's going to have to be careful here.
I think at least getting a game over on this world wouldn't be too bad. As you mentioned, the fort will stay collapsed, so you won't have any problem just going straight back to the castle.
Or if he's able to complete this, if he's able to he's going to take down Cheatsy, as he's only a 1-hitter. So it may not be a bad idea to take a game over intentionally at the very start of the next world, so you can get a fresh set of lives.
Absolutely, I concur. But just like that, another boom boom down for glutamic acid. And it destroys the very conveniently placed lock.
And that was a good break right there. That was the fort he needed to complete to break the lock he needed to break. So that was a good break.
Moving on to another end card game. Has a handful of items already. That's it. No clouds, no music boxes, so he's gonna have to do the next 2 stages.
Charlieboy actually had a hammer there and was able to break that lock, so he's able to
Wow.
bypass having to do the fort there. Again,
Very
he has to be
efficient
very, very
use of his.
careful.
Yeah, very efficient
His
use of his
hammer,
item.
yeah, but he has to be very, very careful here because he's on his last life, so he has to be extremely cautious. He'll get at least 1 extra life right here.
Yep, and just like that, we're back, neck and neck. Hey, and there's the Angry
You
Sun.
said it, man, I'm telling you. And lo and behold, on the second plant level here, the Angry Sun has made his first appearance at this seed. Saw him like 4 or 5 times in the last seed.
Yeah, thankfully it's a quick stage.
Mushroom that our runners will be getting as their item here. They are both now on to the next Doom ship. Good boy, able to fly over that tall pillar there. That'll pick up time.
And another one hitter.
And Kooky is only a 1-hitter. Glutamic acid is only up ahead now by only like about 3 or 4 seconds.
We have a tight race here. Race number 2.
The one advantage that glutamic acid has is that Charlieboy only has 2 lives right now, so that's where glutamic acid might still have an advantage. World 6 is next up.
Almost halfway down. Ooh, and our racers have synced up, finding that boulder.
Yeah, they synced up all right. Look at this. They are now on Air Force now. It doesn't get any closer than this.
Yeah, essentially jump for jump.
Yeah, it's like they're jumping in sync. Look at this.
Frame or 2 behind, I think, for Charlieboy.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, they're basically dead even right now. KR Blade in chat, you're not kidding. And neck is right.
Oh, and we see a divergence. Glutamic acid going up, Charlieboy going south.
And Charlieboy's going to get himself an item there. He gets himself a star. It looked like glutamic acid got taken out on purpose there. He did not want to do a World 7-5.
Charlieboy right behind him.
Yeah, and Charlieboy elected to do the same. But again, that was the only life he had to spare. So we'll see. I mean, maybe he'll take a game over here to get a refresh of lives. Let's see.
Oh, looks
well,
like
right now he's electing not to do that.
Yeah, looks like he wants the W. This is what I was talking about in terms of strategy for the second race. I think Charlieboy feeling behind, losing that first race.
I think you're right. I think he's thinking he needs to be a lot more bold here if he wants to get this thing to be able to salvage a split here. Glutamic acid now on World 2-2.
Yeah, a slight lead, but it is still very, very close.
And again, I mean, with Charlieboy on his last life right now, glutamic acid still has the advantage.
Well, there are 2 star cards. If he gets 1 more, he gets 5 up.
Yep, if Charlieboy can clear another numbered level and get a star and get 5 extra lives, he's back in business.
We see glutamic acid taking a pause for the end card game, but Charlieboy plugging along. Rewarded with a hammer.
When he gets a hammer, that could be big right there. And Kevin is signing off. Take care, Kevin. We'll see you around.
Yep, plenty of time to catch the VOD later. If you got something else to do.
Indeed.
Always
Indeed.
nice
This
to
is,
have a chat full of helpful folks.
And it appears that we are now, our racers have found World 6-9, I believe this is.
Charlie,
Let's see if Charlieboy can get that 3rd star and get that 5 up.
Yes, sir, he does.
He has done it. He has done just that. So that's exactly what Charlieboy needed. He needed some lives. He was down to his last life, so that is big right there. That is huge.
If he held out, and it has paid off. He's taken the lead away from glutamic acid.
Yeah, not taking that intentional game over is definitely paying off right now, because all of a sudden, Charlieboy now has forged ahead slightly. Now facing off with Hip once again.
And it seems like the
It's only a two-hitter.
Yeah, but it looks like the shape of that boss room kind of interfering with his ball. It's the one that he's riding around on.
Yeah, I mean, this is where actually having fireballs actually really helps because of the room alignment, as you said. Ju Jamoy, I don't know if you butchered your name or not in chat. It was a risky play on the part of Charlieboy, but right now it's paying off. I mean, he was able to get the 3-star cards to get 5 lives, and now he has a little bit of a lead.
Right, but he did not want to build the snowman.
No, he didn't. Yeah, not like Princess Anna, I'll tell you that. World 3 now.
Yeah, halfway done.
And here Charlieboy has found World 4-4.
And not trying to bait the Lakitu to get up and over.
That's a pretty bold, would be a pretty bold move right there. I think that was the smart play to go down the normal way.
Glutamic acid, though, making bold moves.
Yeah, and glutamic acid, on the other hand, takes the bold move, and it pays off for him.
Gets it first try, but Charlieboy maintaining that lead.
Oh, Adam there in chat seems to be indicating that his daughter is actually looks like she's watching Frozen, believe it or not.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
What a coincidence. And Charlieboy, having the hammer at his disposal, able to break the lock there and go right to the Doom ship.
Glutamic acid right behind him, but about a stage behind at this point.
And this fight with Cootie Pie is going to be very crucial.
3-hitter.
The normal 3-hitter, Charlieboy takes her down.
Glutamic acid, though, armed with firepower, gets it done a little quicker. We are back.
That's what you want when you face Cootie Pie. You want to have fireballs, because when you stomp her, the minute she recovers, she launches another ring. So you can bring fireballs into that fight. It makes her a lot easier.
And we are back neck and neck.
Boy, what a race we got going here.
And this king wants to wire Mario some coins from his Nigerian cousin. I'm going to call a scam alert there.
Anyway, we start now. World 5 is next on tap, and we started off with a very tough level for in randomizers. This is World 7-9.
This time, Charlieboy having no trouble with these turn blocks.
Yep, this time he's able to pick up those ice blocks with no trouble. You're right. He was having trouble with that last time. That's a nice Ghostbusters line that KR Blade just busted out in chat there. It looks like our runners will have to play through the tower level to get to the other half of the World 5 map.
They've got to go up, up, up. Charlie maintaining their lead.
Charlie is still holding on to that lead. He's got to be feeling a lot better right now, considering that he was down to his last life a little bit ago, but getting that 5 up with the 3-star cards, that really had to be a big shot in the arm for him. Now he's facing another level that is really rough sometimes, World 6-5, and even worse, Boss Bass is here.
Yeah, Boss Bass definitely a troll in this one, but armed with that tail is going to have pretty good offense.
And you actually, of course, need the raccoon tail just to be able to complete this level.
Yep, and of course, for that reason, it is has not been randomized.
Charlieboy able to get through it with no problem.
And gets another 5 up, so I'm not going to be worrying about lives for a while.
And he won't be worrying about lives anymore, I'll tell you that. He's up to double figures in that department.
We found the pyramid.
The pyramid level is next up. Acid having a bit of a problem there getting through that past that block there, but now is eventually able to, and he's done with the level. A little bit of a delay right there in getting in completing World 6-5 there on Glutamic Acid's part has given Charlieboy a little bit more breathing room.
Just like that, Charlieboy down with World 6, just has to defeat the boss.
He is on his way to the Doom Ship now, and he'll be facing off with Bully here once again.
Remember, kids, bullying isn't cool. Bullying is lame. Bullying is ugly and has a stupid name.
Indeed it is. I couldn't have said it any better.
Ooh, but taking a death to the bully.
Oh man, yeah, he got taken down by Bully there. Unfortunately, he got stuck there when Bully did his stomp there and was not able to recover in time. So just like that, Glutamic Acid is right back in it.
Back in it and taking the lead.
That's a lead change right there. Well, this race has gone back and forth, man. I mean, I'm telling you, this one could go either way.
Let's see if Glutamic Acid knows what to do against the bully, but no, getting bullied by the bully.
Oh boy, that's another lead change. Boy, this neither one of our racers able to gain any sort of real big advantage in this one.
Yep, that is a beefy bully. I believe 5 hit.
It looked like a 4-hitter, I believe. All of a sudden, Charlieboy is taking the lead back.
Just like that, things can ping pong back and forth.
Momentum can change in a heartbeat. See how momentum works sometimes. I think KR Blade, has it right. I mean, I think it is going to come down to World 8, probably, the way it's going.
At World 8, perhaps some inventory efficiency.
Yep, a number of factors could determine the outcome of this one, as World 4 obviously is next up. And we start with almost a vanilla fort here. I believe this is World 4, Fort 1, I believe.
And another boom boom down.
Yep, and Charlieboy gives Boom Boom the quick 1, 2, 3, and he'll be moving on. And it does not build the bridge he needs to get to the castle, though, so he will have to do another fort to build the bridge.
Oh, and unfortunately takes a death to the Fire Brother.
Oh, man, that is a tough break there for Charlieboy, man. That is a tough break. It's now found a beta level here. He's going to try to outrun the Lakitu here, which is not easy.
Doing a very good job.
And he breezes through that beta level.
Atomic Acid arming up with Starman. Doesn't want to take that death to the Fire Brother. Armed with a hammer.
Yeah, that hammer could be very helpful. That could be huge right there. Meanwhile, and now Charlieboy having to go through World 7-4, which is no bargain.
Yep, just keep swimming, Charlie. Just keep swimming.
Yep, that's what he's doing, and always good to get a power up there. I'll tell you, that's very important.
And maintaining his 1 level lead.
Indeed, he is. That was a good break there to get a mushroom right there. That was big after taking that hit.
And Charlie not missing out on that hammer from the Hammer Brother. So, tied up in the hammer counts.
And here we have, I believe this is another vanilla fort here, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like both forts in this world were vanilla.
Brad.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I know, right?
Our racers keeping it exciting.
Yep, making it look easy, and that is what the one that'll build the bridge to the castle. So now Charlieboy will be on his way there. Yeah, Adam said it best in chat there. Yeah, I know. I couldn't have said it any better. Anyway, Charlie, onto the Doom ship now. Now facing off with Hop once again.
Just Hop.
That was a tough break, but he was only a 2-hitter, so he got away with it. Charlieboy will be on his way to World 8 now.
Atomic Acid just now entering the airship, still 1 level behind, but as we've seen, that doesn't mean anything. It's anybody's game still.
I think KR Blade in chat said it best a little while ago. I think it is going to come down to World 8. It is definitely going to come down to World 8.
Here it is. Ooh, that's an interesting layout.
It looks like one of the forts there is lodged in between a couple of locks there. So if that's the one, if that fort there between the 2 locks is what is the one that's needed to open the final level, I mean, this could get really interesting.
Charlieboy has found the first fort.
And it's World 542.
It's a very nice Starman there.
And he's able to get into the pipe there while he has a star activated. And you can only get into an upside down pipe as Big Mario as when you have a star activated if you have P speed. Because if you do it while standing, you somersault and you can't get into an upside down pipe that way.
Oh, very nice, useful information there. So Charlieboy gets grabbed by a hand.
Yep, and it's a vanilla level. It's a vanilla hand level. Ed. What the item is that he'll get from this.
It's an anchor.
Anchor, and of course, and in randomizers, the anchor is a random item. It can be anything. Oh, another hand caught him.
But look at this glutamic. Glutamic acid found the right way.
Vanilla Navy that he has now found.
Yeah, but he's just one stage away from Bowser.
Yeah, indeed he is. You're right. That's another lead change. It looks like glutamic acid may be home free. I mean, if he plays well here from here on out, he's gonna probably get this one too. He may make it 2 for 2 here.
Yep, it's coming down to the wire. Charlieboy has not found the right path as glutamic acid, arming himself with a hammer suit, has another one in the bank.
So if for some reason this does not go well, he'll have one in reserve, as you pointed out. So glutamic acid looks like he may have this one just about wrapped up.
Also, a very funny dry bone spawning where the hot foot normally does off the candle. But glutamic acid gets the clip. Can he get the jump off the donut block? He does.
Indeed he can. Just a matter of being able to take this hammer suit into the final fight with King Koopa so he can take him out in like 3 seconds.
Gets through the door.
He's there, so he should be able to get that quick takeout here. Just like that, in just like 3 seconds, as I said.
Meanwhile, unfortunately, Charlieboy unable to find the quick route through this World 8. Taking the long way around. But get your GGs in chat for glutamic acid.
GG to glutamic acid. Making it 2 for 2 here today. Charlieboy now has reached Navy, and he'll be on his way to the final level here in just a few moments, probably. Ooh, but he gets taken out by a cannonball there. That was a bad break right there, because usually when you stand on those cannons and they shoot, you don't get hit. So that was weird right there. I'm not sure how he got hit there.
Must just cut it on a bad frame.
Must have been.
Starman and the Fire Flower. He's making quick work of this Navy here. One more boom boom.
He takes out Boom Boom really quickly, and he'll be on to the final level here momentarily. To answer Kapow's question in chat, anchors and randos are a random item. An anchor could be a Fire Flower, it could be a Super Leaf, it could be anything.
Could be Music Box.
You never know what it's going to be you don't know what it is until you actually use it.
But then, if I'm not mistaken, every anchor is the same.
An interesting strategy here by Charlieboy. He's electing to take a defeat there to that laser on purpose so he can use a hammer suit.
Oh, unfortunately gets sniped.
Oh, but man, Snipe. Now, what's interesting is that in all the times I've played through the vanilla game, I've always been able to run under those lasers without getting hit. So that was a really bad break right there.
this second match much closer than the first one. We see Charlie going for another clip here, a much more difficult clip.
Yeah, that one is a very tough one to pull off, but if you can pull it off, it'll take you right to King Koopa.
Unfortunately, gives it a couple goes and is moving on. But as I was saying, this second match much closer than the first one. Unfortunately, Charlieboy could not navigate successfully through World 8. Glutamic acid. Yeah, glutamic acid took the right turn.
It did indeed, and it was just like KR Blade in chat predicted. I mean, he predicted it would come down to World 8, and that's exactly what happened.
King Koopa has been defeated for the 4th time in the last hour.
Yep, there he goes. King Koopa falling to his doom, and Charlieboy about to finish it off here. Get your GGs in chat for Charlieboy.
Yep, the alligator stew is being cooked right now.
And it'll be served up on a plate in just a little bit.
But with that match completed, let's see if our racers are interested for a post-race interview. But there's plenty more going on at SpeedGaming. Make sure you check the schedule. Mark anything you're interested in on your calendars. But with that, we have been joined by our racers. GG.
GG's, guys. What's up?
Hey, Charlie, you played well out there. Yeah, it was really close there for the most part, and both races were really close. What was the most difficult part of the seeds for you?
I guess man, overworld navigation would probably be the best. I mean, personally.
Yeah,
I mean,
go ahead.
I mean, like, I just you know, I heard about the tournament like the day before. The day before the signups ended, so I was like, oh yeah, I did this last year. Cool. So yeah, I wanted to hop in. I played Mario 3 growing up and all that, you know, like probably most of the people in here. And yeah, I was like, yeah, man, gotta play with the guys and stuff. So yeah, joined in and probably did maybe like 10 seeds or something to practice or whatever, you know, a couple seeds, about a week worth of practice. Same thing last year, honestly. So I mean, I'm not really too upset with the results. I mean, besides overworld navigation that I obviously need to work on, I don't know, man. I couldn't get through that those blocks that you're supposed to pick up with the walls in that one stage with the pipes. Yeah, I know that's like very discouraging.
I know. I mean, I'm with you. I wasn't sure. I didn't know if it was a bug or what it was. I honestly don't know what it was. I was thinking it may have been a bug or something.
Yeah, like I don't know, I just couldn't get out of that stage for no reason. Like, I guess I was holding run, but I thought I don't recall doing anything different from what I normally do when I get to that section, or like any other section with the breakable blocks that you pick up and all that, you know. So I mean, I don't know what happened. I guess yeah, maybe like I guess I was too hyped up, too much coffee for, like, you know, racing and stuff or something. Like, I was holding the buttons and like I finally decided to let go of jump, and then I did it. Like, I finally run and jump and just like press the button lightly. I was like, all right, I got through finally. Like, what's happening? Yeah, I don't know. I think yeah, GG's the glutamic. I mean, I should have probably said it first and foremost. I think I might have said that coming in just GG's, but didn't mention him by name. But yeah, I think he's trying to get into.
And Charlie, you mentioned overworld navigation. That was really what made the difference, I feel, in that second race, because you actually had the lead going into World 8, but
Nice.
Glutamic Acid, man, he chose a really good path there in World 8, and that's what made the difference in that second race.
Yeah, you know, if I would have, I was like, oh, well, maybe the pipe's in this bottom right corner. Let me break this lock here, and then like it was a stage, and I was like, okay, well, it's not here. Cool. Like, where am I going? Where's the Valley Bowser at? I'm trying to go beat up this this Koopa guy. Yeah, no. Had to go find him. It wasn't. I finally found him.
Yeah,
A
well,
little bit too late. A little bit too late.
yeah, well, nonetheless, you played great, and hopefully I wish you the best of luck the rest of the way in the tournament, man. GG, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yep, thanks so much for joining us. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Yep, and yeah, GG's to him just in case you know he gets. Oh, here he comes.
Yep, very well said. Hey, Glutamic, welcome in.
Hey, Brett. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Congratulations on your 2 victories today. What do you think made the difference today? What'd you think of the seeds?
I thought they were both on the nice side. I think like especially the second seed, there were no real nasty levels. At least like no Atlantis, no 5-9.
Yeah, yeah, good point. Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, always nice to not have to deal with those levels. Those levels are nasty.
Yeah, I think there was some point there was 7-5, but you could just play another level. It was like the second seed was steady.
And you actually were behind going into World 8, but you chose a really good path there in World 8, and that really made the difference for you there at the end.
Oh wow! I thought like I had 3 hammers, and I thought, well, I might as well use them.
Well, they really came in handy for you. They really made the difference there at the end. If you hadn't had those, I mean, Charlieboy probably would have beaten you there in that second race. So those hammers really made a big difference for you there.
Yeah, I had the feeling the second race was definitely going to be very close as well. It was just hard to see where you could make or lose time.
Yep, it was close pretty much the whole way, but those hammers you had there in World 8, they made all the difference for you.
That's good. I'm very, very relieved.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I bet you are. Anyway,
for sure.
Yeah, GG.
I just want to say
thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to listening to it. Yeah, it's my kind of first race. It's quite exhilarating. Wondering what I've done with the rest of my life.
Well,
so yeah, thanks for making it happening.
No problem, Glutamic. Thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on your 2 victories today, and best of luck to you the rest of the way in the tournament.
Thanks, and good luck, Charlie, as well.
Yeah, thank you, man. GG's again, and yeah, thanks you guys for commentating and SpeedGaming for hosting and Pro and all y'all.
No problem, guys. You guys both played great, and we look forward to seeing how you fare the rest of the way.
Yep.
Thanks very much.
You too. Take care.
Yep, very exciting race. But if you're interested in more, we've got more SMB3 Rando, as well as I think there's a link to the past Rando crowd control going on right now, some Super Mario World later, and even later tonight, some Untitled Goose Game, 80% glitchless.
Yep, and coming up in about 21 minutes or so on this same channel, it will be S Diesel versus Tapachio J in another matchup here in the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament. LOZ Cards Fan 23 and Proa 007 will be your commentators for that one.
Get hype. And without, I'm out of here.
Right. I'll take it from here, August. I'll sign it off for you. Thank you so much again, everybody, for joining us here today. Make sure to stay tuned for many more races in the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament coming up. And we all hope you, and again, the race I just mentioned coming up here in about 20 minutes. Stay tuned for many more. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and your weekend, and we look forward to seeing you again for more races coming up. Take care. Bye, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you again for more races. Take care, everybody.